So the DNA discussion is officially over. There's not really much that we can say about it at this time because there's no evidence to prove to the contrary. However, we now have to look to see exactly what is happening going forward as to where Anthony is headed and what will Amber do in relation to that. Let's go.
Shayla, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe I did take things too far with the paternity test and everything. You know, but now, we know for sure.
Anthony, please just stop.
You know, I'm happy that she stops him because here's the truth about all of this. I don't know why he's apologizing for taking a paternity test. Listen, paternity tests are taken to ensure that you are the actual father of the child. Nothing's wrong to say, I don't want another one. People can't really feel upset about this. The only way people feel upset is if they're not sure, is if this is their kid. Now, you've taken another paternity test. However y'all do it, y'all do it. If whether Angelina change it or not, we don't know. But the point of the matter is at this point in time, it come back as your kid. So the idea here is it just what it is. It is what it is. There's no, I don't even know him apologize for, but hey, he has to because of course, you know Shayla going to rub it in.
We always knew for sure that Kai was your baby. So please stop with all the Mr. Dalton manipulation tactics. I'm not going for it.
Shayla,
You have played in my face for the last time, Anthony. You really think I would just make up that Kai was your son?
Yes, I believe that you would do that. So if that must be a rhetorical question because we do believe that you would do that. But hey, he doesn't. Maybe I guess.
I don't care what you and I have done together collectively, but you would really think that about me?
It's not that I thought that about you. It's just that, with everything going on,
With everything going on,
I
right?
just wanted to make sure, but that still doesn't change the love I have for Kai and the love that I have for you.
Please, I don't need your love, Anthony. I really don't. I don't need your speech. I don't know what you're trying to do over here to make me feel better, but it doesn't. You did what you did, and that's what it is.
So basically, she's rubbing it in. I think she still wants him, but the idea now is that she's going to now rub it in to see exactly if she can get him in line. What happens is this: it's a weird chain reaction effect where he uses the manipulation tactics on Amber to keep Amber in line, and Shayla does just about the same thing to keep him in line. I don't know if you guys have picked that up, but that's exactly what we're seeing with the entire series.
No, you're good. You're good.
Delisi, let me ask you something. Given the situation, I'm pretty sure that you know what's happened between me and Shayla. Like, what are your thoughts?
I think it's crazy that, you guys had to go to this extreme. I really just feel like it could have been a little bit more cordial. It's very stressful. Even on outsiders, people in you guys' lives, this is very stressful. But I'm happy that it's finally coming to common ground and you guys are getting some peace.
Right. You know what, Anthony? It doesn't matter. I've moved on with my life. Kai is your son. Kai has always been your son. And that little...
So saying that she's moved on is an apparent thing, and Anthony pretty much has just dismissed that entirely. That the fact that she's moved on, like okay, all right, you move on, sure. I'm sure. If you say you move on, and fine. Hey, in other words, he doesn't quite believe that she's actually moved on, is what he's saying.
Always the only one that suffers when you go on with your selfish tactics, because that's just how you are. And look at him. He loves you, his father.
And I love him.
Selfish Anthony.
Come on, let's go play.
What is that look right there? That look right there says all of what she just said a while ago was just pure hot smoke. In other words, nothing that she says, you can believe it. Because again, it is another level of puffery. They both puff each other up. It's just what they do. It's just what they do and how them roll.
Getting bigger every day, head boy.
Now ask yourself the question, why is the camera panning like that with Delicia on the couch with Anthony? Is Delicia the next victim here? Anyway.
Thank you.
All right. So again, for those who are very optimistic, and I want you to be optimistic, in terms of with the whole relationship that the two of them have. Fine, you need to be optimistic. But here's the deal, and I've said it before. Again, this story now is, what is Amber doing with all of this? Because as you can see, Anthony's first motion is not to stay the entire morning with his wife and spend some time with her and ask her questions and see if she's fine. That was not his first intention. The first intention is to go back over to my baby mother's house, right? Where my kid lays, because I know him kid based on paperwork. Again, I have nothing to prove to the contrary. So go over my baby mother house and see exactly if I can mend things with my baby mother. And that is why I said what I said last night. When people like T Baby and the other folks them ask questions and they must say, hey, it make it seem like you don't want to work. It's not that we don't want the marriage for work. It's just the circumstance that it put the person now who is in the marriage under. Amber is now is going to be under immense pressure. Remember, what you have now is a woman who now has, you've made her take a DNA test and she's now going to rub it in every single time. If you're okay with dealing with that, sure. Then hey, you know what? Let it go. Don't worry about what O'Neill's saying. If you're fine with knowing that this woman will always be calling this man at whatever time of the night, you're going to ask him to come to this, she'll ask him to come to the that, and he has no boundaries. He has no boundaries when it comes to this woman. Him not no boundaries at all. Right? As you can see, he's over here over the apartment. Why didn't he just request the child at this point in time then? Exactly. Because he doesn't. He just stops by, knock the door, and come see her. Instead of saying, all right, okay, when is it me can see her? Say Kai. None of these things are happening. So right now we know exactly that him headed back over Shayla. So the player asks, well, I don't think him love Shayla. No, him don't, him really love him wife. All right, I will see. O'Neill is here to be seen. I will see. I'm going to just watch to see exactly how that piece works. Now, like I said before, if you look at the scene, and I'll see exactly if I can take it back, with himself and Delicia on that couch right there, so that's quite interesting. That's our interesting right now. Him and Delicia on the couch interests me. I don't know what they're trying to give us. I don't know if it's a hint. I'm gonna try to say we can win it. Yep, right there. What is Delicia looking at? The look upon Delicia's face says what? Does it say, hey, this seemed like a nice man, he might have good intentions, does it say that? Does it say Shayla already have her man with Iman? So you know what, maybe I can go after this man because after all, he's an unfaithful man and chances are he would rock with me just the same too because him good enough for things like that. Does it say these things? That are a question. That are the question we want to ask right now. Does it say that? Does it say Delicia get a little piece in because he's trickable? He's easy to be tricked. It's easy for you to put him in line. Them are the questions you want to start asking. When you come to Anthony, those are now the questions. How will he be preyed upon? Because he will be preyed upon. He will be preyed upon. The question now I want to answer in our chat right now is, how will he be preyed upon? Because I'm going to prey upon him. If him thinks that them done, them just a come. Anyways, give me y'all stick. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and talk to y'all soon.